Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Buonasera, and welcome to episode number 9, year number 11 of our career mode series on Hockey Legacy Manager 26 and our Draft to Glory expansion series with the Palermo Portobellos. As we move into what will be our 11th season here in Palermo, we now for the first time have this novel pressure. Yes, last season we said are we potentially postseason bound? Yes. We had our first winning season in franchise history. That was awesome. But now there's a pressure that comes with, okay, there is an expectation, not a possibility, not a hope, but an expectation, and that pressure, the pressure that comes with it, that we'll be a postseason team. It's time for the Shrooms to go on a run. It absolutely is. Welcome, everyone. Glad you can make it. Hobbsy, Doggy, a couple of our channel members hopping in here to start the stream. Let's go ahead and get things started in just a moment. I'm just going to pull up the comments from the last one. I'm not sure if there's any AGM thoughts as we now move into what will be, like I said, our 11th season here in Palermo. It took 10 years to get above 500. When we look at our Palermo squad right here, Jenzy McKenzie, welcome to the stream. It took us 10 years. We're 125, 657, and 38 in our franchise's history. Still in the negative plus a goal differential, but we're ready to finally have not just an above 500 season, but a postseason appearance. So yes, postseason bound. Last episode, comments in the last one? No comments in terms of the AGM thoughts. So we are good to keep on rolling. Yes. All right, novel pressure, year number 11. Let's get into it. We don't have the first overall pick or our top 3 pick for the first time in so long. And we also don't have our first, as we moved that for the acquisition of Silvano Marini. Or is good old Silvano Marini. Silvano Marini's rookie season put up 35 points, playing 13.56 per night, but we're going to see much more from the absolute elite potential forward from Pistoia. Did you see Quinn's Olympic record he's going to break soon? What, the biggest bust is up on the ice? I'm not sure if that could be broken, but good for him. So moving into the 2035-36 season, we're going to have the draft, off-season, season, and then cross your fingers, the postseason as well. We don't have a top 3 pick. If we had finished at the bottom of the league, it would have been another year where the 5th team jumped and the team that was the worst dropped to number 3 or number 4. Let's see. Hobbs also saying, definitely late saying this, but pretty sure it's the first series we haven't made the playoffs within the first 3 years. True. It's definitely a different story to say we're in HLM and doing this, the most difficult challenge possible. But yes, usually we're in the playoffs much sooner than this when GM Data takes over a team, right? If this was a Draft to Glory in NHL franchise, it would have been very different. But we pick at 47, 80, 113, etc. If there's someone we really want to try and reach for, there's a trade. Trading up is always a possibility. If we want to try to get somebody who's at the end of that first round in the potential, mid to high 80 overall range, Arnold or Mukmanzanov, Bichelle. There could be a few ideas if we want to trade a couple seconds into the first round, or we can just wait for our pick and hope for Castagna or Harris, guys who also are interesting around our draft point. Rubio, Warren. 2 blues at the top of the draft. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, we haven't seen that, I don't think, all franchise mode. Yeah, it's our career mode. So we pick where again? 47 and 80. If we sort by potential overall, maybe a guy like Barrett or Warren would be the first guy that we could take. And then maybe Sedin later on. But I think we would probably prefer to trade up for a guy like Harris. Yes, he's a 2-way forward, but I don't know, even Bichelle, center playmaker, maybe is a bit more interesting. 62-62 as opposed to 51-53. I got some interest in Bichelle. I love Bichelle. I could see that being interesting. But if we're going to do that, we got to trade up into the late 20s. If we want Bichelle. Do we need more playmakers? We need just more centermen, I think. The Penguins have a couple picks here. And we also have a couple picks at the end. I don't think I'm seeing any teams with 2 picks right at the end. So if I say Pittsburgh, I want pick 29. Is that a bit too close? If I gave you 47 and 80, No, we'll take a bit more. 47, 80. And who's excess these days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then on defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grinberg's need him to get some more growth. Yeah, there's not much out here. And goalie prospects. Could move a medium starter. But so it would cost 47.80 and like even 113. No, doesn't the draft isn't really predictable, so your target may not even be there. Yeah. Plus, we don't seem to have the value really. So it would be nice, but I think let's just fly through this draft. This isn't the year for us. We knew what we wanted to do last year in getting Marini. So let's just sim user pick and cross our fingers and see who's there. All right. So some guys, Harris. Here we go. Yeah, we'll probably go for Harris. So at 47, let's see who just went before. So 2 absolute elites go first and second. Then a bunch of medium elites, low elite, high elite, top 6, top 9 forward goes at 9. Low top 9 in the teens. If we had traded for 29, we could have gotten... Oh, he was only a top 9 prospect, eh? Arnold ended up being medium top 6. Who are we looking at? It was Bichelle. He was medium top 6. So Bichelle wouldn't have been a bad prospect to go after. He ends up going at 41. Too bad. Just a little later at 47. He has depth potential, fourth line potential. They're starting to go. Lovely. So I think it's an easy pick to say that we go for Harris here. Harris with green potential. Even if it's green top 9, I think he's just the obvious pick. Yeah, I'm not going to think about this too deeply here. Mark Harris, welcome aboard. You are high top 6, 52 overall. Okay. High top 6 forward potential. That is huge for pick 47. Incredible. Okay. Over to pick 80. This guy Barrett is still here, the goalie. We could go for Barrett. The defense is where we need the most. At 89, maybe we go for this guy with 84 potential. Is he the best one left? Yeah, 58, 54. I mean, there's other defensemen who have higher overalls, but just aren't much when it comes to their potential. I could see Baldwin, Don Baldwin. At 89, huh? Are we on board for Don Baldwin, or do we go for one of these goalies? Low something potential. 88, 88. What do we think? Baldwin or a goalie? Barrett, Warren. Baldwin, Barrett, or Warren from the United Kingdom. A couple of United UK guys right here. Wow. Baldwin, says Gen Z. All right, Don Baldy, get in here. Don Baldwin, medium 7th D potential. It's all right. The 47 is all that matters, really. Ouch, that is rough. Who went after 47? Let's see. Who else were we looking at? So, no, not after 80. That's what. Baldwin. Who else were we looking at? Barrett was low starter. Warren was low starter. We were thinking about Sedin. He was just medium starter, low medium starter. Yeah, that was the right pick. As bad as it was. All right, 113 now. 113. Could go for a defensive defenseman. Wouldn't mind getting a right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a Chris Calderon. Wouldn't mind throwing him in the system. Rita is 44 and 44, though. Yuha Rita. Manning. 54, 56. Yeah, not bad. Cummings even. 58 and 60. Another center two-way forward. We just took a center two-way forward, though. That's the thing. 113. He dropped from 103. He dropped 24 rankings. He was in the 80s even. All right. Gen I'll listen to you. Tim Cummings, fourth line potential. Beautiful. Next is 146. So also Manning. Was he who we were going to take? No, it wasn't who we were going to take. There was that defensive defenseman. Rita was low, very low top 4, but 44 overall. Calderon was 7th D. So 4th line forward or 7th D. Can't win. 146 now. You're just throwing darts here. Mazzoni, I'm not even thinking about it. Italian, get in here. Peter Mazzoni, Italian prospect, low depth potential, don't care. 179. Let's sort by these, maybe. Pena, 63.59. 60.64 from Klassen. 60.64, sure. Kurt Klassen, he'll be a higher overall. 63 with depth potential, cool. And 212. Let's just take this guy at 173, playmaking centerman, another centerman. But he's jumped 683 rankings, sure. Pakrudin Sitnikov, semi-pro potential. Wow, what a joke of a draft. But if we knew that all that was going to happen, but we got a high top 6 prospect at 47 and Marini last year, it was worth it. All right, so whatever, throw them in the system, see if there's any growth, and if not, we release them. Ugly time there. Get the draft over with, because our real focus this season is the regular season. Contract extensions. We took care of the staff already, right? Okay, so starting with the forwards. Noam Donashny. He wants 8x16. What are you talking about? I guess I can give you a modified no trade clause if you want of, I don't know, 25 teams. I doubt we ever trade Noam Donash. But this is crazy money now. You have to be a little mindful of salary cap. I know we have a ton of space. We have to be a little bit mindful. Let's see. Where he has low interest is, let's see, 13.675. What's between 13.675 and 14.675? So what's in the middle of that? Minus 500K, 14.175. So let's try 14.225. 14.25 for 8 years on Noam Donash. That's crazy money, but he's our top guy. Bergman wants 15 million. We are in the future here. Keep in mind the salary cap is 151 million. So keep that in mind. We can also you can also take a 20 team no trade. 20 team no trade for you. How far can we get for this guy? Anywhere between, let's see, 13.9 and 13.9 and 12.95. So about, 13.5. 8x13.5. Who else? Bates with his high top line potential. I mean, 8 years, and he wants to. Yeah, I wouldn't mind locking him in for 8 years. We can always trade these guys. We're at a point where we can play from a position of power and then trade these guys for draft picks in the future. So 8x4.25. Let's just advance a day here. I'm curious to see if those guys accept those deals. Yes, they do. Okay. That gets us to 112 million. Just got to be mindful. Eddie Black. We can go 3 years on Eddie Black. Very happy Noam Donash penned out. Yeah, the one guy who seemed to have penned out. 3x3.5. Rausa. No, I'm not giving you a trade clause. That's crazy. No, I want no movement clause. There you go. 8 years, yeah. You never know who sticks and who doesn't. I'm not going to lose these guys for nothing, that's for sure. In a draft to glory. So let's say 8x3 on Arausa. Now these are the guys we're more in the 1 year category for guys like Torquio and whatever else. Gotta be careful of the contract slots. We're at 29 contracts. Okay, just gotta be mindful of the contract spots. 1 year 1.2. Dobson, 1 year 1.23. Sure, that's the minimum at this point in the future. And let's also look at defensemen. So Hjort needs his contract. Yes. Weesh. So give him 2 years from now. Victor Hjort. Get him down 2 years. Yeah, let's say 8.75, let's say. 2 years, 8.75. And anything for the goalies? Yeah, Oten. So Oten is definitely trade bait. We were thinking about, we could have traded him at the draft, actually. Didn't think about that, but it was just his RFA right. So let's sign him now. Let's get him signed up on let's say a 3-year deal. And then we'll trade him because we have Curry, who's going to be in the NHL as our backup. So this will be a sign and trade. Or we can just qualify and trade, actually. Sign and trade. It's all the same. 3 years, $7 million. Strong can get a contract, sure. Advance. So Black and Torquio said no to those offers. Okay. Got it. Back to see. All expiring. Who's actually... No, the unsigned guys aren't expiring. We're the oldest guys, though. So Sachin at this point, 28-72. We're going to let Sachin go. Lucas Sachin, a 7th-round pick back in 2026. An original Portobello. 355 games played in the NHL. What a career for Lucas Sachin. Let's see, 60 points in his NHL career as well. Congrats to him. We're going to let him walk. Lucas Sachin will walk. Who else got it here? Vananen. Matthias Vananen, 7th-round pick in 2026. 228th overall. 261 games played in the NHL. Congrats to him as well. We'll let him walk now. Next, Seymour. Jabez Seymour, 7th-round pick in 2026. 179 games played in the NHL. Jabez, see you around. I know, legends, eh? Now, sorting by age still. So Rutu we can keep. We have 34 contract spots. Barabanov we're going to let walk now at this point. Barabanov, 7th-round pick in 2027. Had some good years between the NHL, the AHL, and the ECHL. Anton Barabanov. Gavin, good evening, y'all. Sorry I'm behind. Have we drafted that Italian yet? Yeah, that was last season, yes. Silvano Marini. Now that was a 2034 draft. Now here we are into the 2035 offseason. Andreevsky, we need defense. So yes, we'll sign Andreevsky. Torquio really wanted 2 years, I guess. Here's 1 year, 1.4 instead. Crawford, Black, I don't know. Because I tried to give him 8 years and he didn't want. Now he really wants 3 years. Okay. Eddie Black, 3 years. Did I say 3.5 or something? He didn't like it. So 3.65 for Eddie Black, let's say. And then who needs contracts? Gunnarsson, 2170. He needs a contract. 2168 Yarvempa. Yeah, low top 9. This guy, Bucchio, yeah, low top 4. Let's sign them. Advance a day. They all accept. That gets us how many contracts now? 41 contracts. So 9 contract spots left. All expiring. So the big ones are taken care of. Hold on. So all and all. Yeah, most of the guys are pretty much set. Okay. So expiring. Goalies are no problem. Crawford with high depth potential. Sure. Give him another year. Lovic is 2075. Let's probably sign him so we can control where we play him. That's 2. Omar Reimer, 2374. Yeah, we'll sign Omar Reimer for another year. Zubuk, I'm not so sure about. These guys, depth potential. So they all sign on. Last day before free agency. So I have a ton of cap space and 6 contract spots. So sorting by age here. Depth potential. 7th D, 4th line. So 7th, we need defense a little bit more. So I'll sign the 7th D because he's also Italian, Adamo Amadori. But aside from that, that might be it. So Zubuk, if it would let me click on him. Fernando Zubuk won't let me. Zubuk Fernando Dubuc. Vient d'où? Il Perro. Fernando Dubuc. He was a 6th round pick in 2031. Had some time in the ECHL. 92 points last year for Fernando Dubuc. Wow, that is something. I mean, if we have the contract spots, maybe we do keep a guy like that. All right, 70 overall. Sure. Dubuc, you convinced us. Reimer, 24.68. We're going to let him go. 24.70 is going to be the limit, I say. 23.66. Green still has a little bit of potential that is in depth, so sure. And that'll be it. All right. We now move into free agency. Advance a day. They all accept. And life is good. Quinn Hughes, speaking of the bust himself. Quinn Hughes, Connor Bedard. Look at these guys in free agency. Wow. Connor Bedard, 1,084 points in his 939 games in his career so far in free agency after his time with the Blackhawks may have come to an end here. That is something. Marco Kasper, Trevor Zegras, Quinn Hughes, of course. Hughes, point per game guy. Adam Oates ×1. James Norris ×1. 2-time Stanley Cup champion. 3 Paul Coffeys. All right, so we'll let the league do what it wants, as we can only get players who come to us through the draft. We can't do anything in free agency. So we advance to July 2nd. We'll see the All-Star class, the Hall of Fame class. And then we'll get started. Bedard would have been an awesome Portobello. I know. Bedard in free agency makes me sick. As a Hawks fan, right? Yeah. All right, sim to the Hall of Fame now. And cross your fingers for more growth. Leave that like if you haven't already for some good luck. What a disgusting end of the season that was, eh? We went 1-9 in our last 10 games. We blew it. We should have been in the playoffs last year. We really blew it. All right, Hall of Fame time. And we should trade Leaf Oten right now, actually. So last year, class 34, Bobrovsky, Marchand, and Doughty. Now this year's nomination, guys like Scheifele, Panarin, well, new guys like Scheifele are there. Who else was new? Demko, could it be? I didn't look at what the screen just was a second ago. But let's see. Mark Scheifele, I think, would probably be a first ballot. Panarin last year didn't make it in, right? This is his second year. Duchesne, Ryan O'Reilly, John Carlson, Patrick Elias, Vinny Damphus. Philip Forsberg, 600 goals in his career. I'm going to go ahead and give Philip Forsberg the nomination, I think. 600-goal scorer. I'm going to say he gets the nomination. All right. So Mark Scheifele is going to be a first ballot guy. Artemi Panarin in his second year, I'm going to give him the vote as well. Philip Forsberg is going to get my vote as a... Oh, it was 532 NHL goals. Now, the game doesn't tell you that. Phil Kessel still out here. His 7th year of eligibility. Butch Goring, Vinny Damphus, guys who are still waiting a long time. My last vote might still be for John Carlson like last year. But that changes things with Philip Forsberg. 532 goals, 1,000 points. Then why wouldn't I vote for Patrick Elias? You know, he's been waiting a lot longer. Even Matt Duchesne, but more games played. Chris Osgood, Phil Kessel, we want him in there. I know, but I doubt he's going to get the votes. Do we give it to him anyways? We'll give him the vote and see what happens. All right, this will be our ballot. Scheifele, Panarin, Carlson, and Kessel. Let's see if Carlson in his 5th year of eligibility can make it in, or Panarin in his 2nd year. Let's do it. The votes are in. Artemi Panarin is in with 100% of the ballots. Mark Scheifele is in with 100% of the ballots. But Ryan O'Reilly in his 3rd year of eligibility, we didn't vote for him, but he gets 26 out of 33. And Ryan O'Reilly is a Hockey Hall of Famer in 2035 after 3 years of waiting. 3rd year of eligibility, but no one else makes it from the guys who we had voted for, unfortunately. All right, Panarin, Scheifele, and O'Reilly, your class of 2035. How about that? From here, we'll sim at the beginning of next year. No, I said I wanted to trade Leaf Oten. That's what I said I wanted to do. I mean, maybe he'll grow. Yeah, why trade him now? Let's see if he grows, and then we'll trade him as soon as the off-season lottery is done. The off-season growth lottery. Here we go. So Buffalo won the Stanley Cup. Yes, the Cup going back east after a couple of years in the West. Austin Matthews, 67 goals. Boot with 79 assists. Boot with 116 points. Big trades in the NHL. Quinn Hughes went to Nashville for 2 firsts, a second, and another piece there. Fost. 8 by 20.6 for Demidov. Noam Donash got that big contract as well. So did Lean Bergman. And here we go, simming to the preseason. Here it is. Okay. All right, already I see. So Fletcher +6, whatever. Washington +5, that's cool. Silvano Marini already a +4. He's an 85 overall. He'll be second line center. Baranko, Woods, Torquio's up to an 82. Woodward's up to an 84. Yes. Baldwin, Harris. Watts back up. He was 84, dropped to 83. Now he's back to 84. And that's about Rouse -1. So still guys that are just stuck and will never grow. Guys like Nickel. I don't know, why are they not growing? Let's see. In potential. So Dupont's still top 4 there. Carlotti, he's finished. Dunlap, Cook, Rubric just stuck there too. Strong one from high starter to high medium starter. But yeah, Watts top 4. Okay. -1 for Rausa and all the pluses here. Nice. Especially for Silvano Marini. He'll start the year as an 85 overall with still lots of room to grow. Eventually our first line centerman to come in the future as well. Let's sim to the preseason. Actually, I should stop here. Hold on. We'll also assign the scouts in just a moment. So right here, what we'll do is try and trade. Yeah, this trade no longer exists, obviously. Find a trade for Leif Oten. Who is interested in 85 overall Leif Oten? Let's see. Minnesota, Vegas, New Jersey, Philadelphia. We'll want to trade him to the East. Ottawa. We'll help out Ottawa. There you go, Hobbsy. We'll help out Ottawa. All right. So Leif Oten can go to the Sens. And we will take, let's see. But they don't want to trade more than a third? Hold on. A third? No, that's crazy. Is our team wants to give us a high second is what I'm be looking at a bit more. Still, can we get a first? Is that what you're telling me? Hold on. Who would give us a first for Leif Oten? No, a first is too much, though. So it's a second plus. So a second, 2 seconds, could it be? No. A second and a third. Yeah, a second, a third. And can we make it a fourth as well? And I'll trade you back a seventh, let's say. So a second, a third, and a fourth for Oten and a seventh. Let's try that. Ottawa, what do you say? They'd be over the salary cap. Then why are they trying to trade with me? It's because they offered me a player. That's why. All right. Sorry, Hobbsy. Now we go to Philadelphia had offered us something. They don't have the cap space, though. The Devils. Who has cap space here? Minnesota had offered us something. They're in the West. Anyone in the East who has cap space and wants a goalie? Nobody. Hurricanes don't want. Yeah, really nobody. No one has cap space in the NHL except for the Minnesota Wild, it looks like. All right, so he's off to Minnesota. But they don't want Leif Oten now, it says. Didn't they offer us a package? Anyways, they're willing to give a first this year. What do we have to add to make that get to be a first in this trade? No. Remove. Do the same thing we just saw. So second, third, and a fourth. Still, that's too good of a deal. A second and a third this year. And a second. So 2 seconds. Yeah, there you go. 2 seconds and a third. Oh, we could. Yeah. No need to retain salary. 2 seconds and a third for Oten. That's what we're going to do. 2 seconds and a third. I think that's a fine package. Leif Oten off the Minnesota Wild. Thank you, Minnie. Leif Oten, a great guy for us. I enjoyed having him as he was, he grew through the system. He was a 3rd-round pick. He played parts of 4 NHL seasons, a little AHL time as well. Good old Calgary boy, grew from his started potential from a 71 to an 85. Good luck in Minnesota. Thank you for your service here. And we get some solid draft value back as well. So now in our draft pick situation, a first, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And then next year, first, 2 seconds, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 2nd. Good. That allows us to have some room to trade up with and whatnot, and that's what we like to see. So now we also said the scouting can be set. So let's fly through this. Jocelyn in the USA. Oops. Jocelyn in the USA. Born in the USA. How many products? So then starting from 68. From 68, we go to... Actually, Patty Kane did Rest of World, I think, last year. No. We'll come back to the US. Next up, Canada. Tyler Bozak in our system. Oh, the first overall guy isn't from the Canada or US. Pick up at 65. Let's go to Luis. 65. Okay, picking up from 110 now. Let's say probably Pelly. Yeah, Rod Pelly. And this will finish off Canada. Gets us to round 5. That's about it. All right, that's going to be it for Canada. Let's go rest of world. Is number 1 from rest of world? No, 4th is the high. So where's that top guy, I wonder? Rest of world. Pick up at 41. We'll use McCardle, actually. Patty Kane should go to the US. We'll use McCardle. All right. 185 will come back. Let's see. Patty Kane can continue in the US now. There we go. Done. Always a bit of housekeeping here, but definitely worth it with how difficult scouting is in HLM. Oops. All right. Evening, guys. I'll be around later to catch the vid. Knock 'em dead this season data. Go Bellows. Thank you, Brian Michaelak. Thank you, my friend. One of our channel members checking in. Always excited for Palermo Monday. What is that noise? Hold on a second. What's this beeping noise? Sorry, give me a second. Some beeping noise is coming. All right, so who's this? Is Ovechkin? No, it can't be. Is Ovechkin's son? Is this finally his year, the 2035 draft? Hold on a second here. Is this finally his year? Ovechkin. Sergei Ovechkin. Is that him? Yes, it is. Sergei Ovechkin is finally draft eligible here in 2035. Born in Washington, D.C. 17 years of age, born in 2018. Wow. Brother, of course, Ilya Ovechkin, who's 15 in that 2038 draft. So the Ovechkin brothers are ready to make their appearances here. He's playing Kamloops. Wow. Hold on. Okay, figured it out. Thank you. Now, let's continue on with... Do we do Russia? We did 1. Sorry, I lost track here. Sweden. We didn't do Sweden yet. Patrick Elias, 11 in Sweden. No. Schwab, 15 in Sweden. Yeah, because then Jovanovski can go in North America. So, a bit unorthodox, but we'll send him to Sweden. He's the 2nd-ranked guy. Not much to see in Sweden either. Okay. And that leaves Jovanovski. So that's going to be 1 more for Canada or the US? That'd be crazy to get him. In Canada, it picks up from 185. And in the US, it picks up from before that. So, yeah, We'll do US. Good. All right. And that leaves one more scout, Patrick Eliash. He'll go to the rest of the world. Because for them, it stopped at, yeah, just 41. So that's necessary for sure. Lupo, another Italian. Yes. Ideally, there'd be another scout in rest of the world. Yeah, I might need to maybe Jovanovski goes to the rest of the world. Yeah, that might make more sense. I keep hearing we have Patrick Eliash on staff. Means in theory we should give him the Hall of Fame vote every year. I know. I don't know what it's going to take for him to get that. Here he is. R. Hobbs. Robert Hobbs. There he is. Love it. Another R. Hobbs in the world. There's not enough of them. Picking up from, was it 80? Yeah. Makes more sense to do rest of the world. All right. Only gets to 111, but that gets us into round 4. All right, that's done for the scouting. Good. Okay. Sim to the preseason. Thank you. No trades. No trades. Preseason kickoff. Thank you. Let the computer do what it wants for the preseason. 3-2 win. Nice start. 6-3 loss. Just as fun. 8-3 loss. 6-3 loss. And last game of the preseason. 5 points in 3 games from Woodward. That's nice to see. All right, we go 2-4 in the preseason. That's great. Now, roster moves, extra players. Dobson probably goes down. Sorry, potential. Dobson probably goes down, and someone older can stay, like Rutu. We don't have as much invested in. Washington's ready for the NHL. Grinbergs has no spot even on the team. That's ridiculous. And then Curry backs up. A couple of family members with the name. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let's send everyone to the right spot here. So Dobson, AHL, no problem. Cook will go to, I suppose he'll go to, he's already drafted by Rimouski, so we'll send him to the Q. Brandon Cook can go to the Q. AHL, Guerin can go to ECHL. AHL, Matt Cook. I guess NCAA is the best form with the orange. Omar Reimer. Crawford, waiver eligible. That's okay. Felix Green, ECHL. Zuburk, he loved life last year in the ECHL. Let's send him there again. Yarvenpa, ECHL. Lovic, AHL. That's great. Makinen. They're both bad, but ECHL is better. Hershey there. Gunnarsson, NCAA. Kalinin. Andreevsky, nowhere to grow really, so AHL for him. ECHL. Amadori, always in the ECHL, but doesn't grow. And there you go. All right. I think I've seen this episode of The Americans. I'm missing. So I don't catch the reference there, Dice. I'm sorry. I don't catch it. And we'll send everyone on their merry way. All right. So Rutu goes there. All right. Cancel. Rutu goes here as the scratch. Okay. And then AHL lines would look like this. There you go. Lovic playing top line. Didn't Lovic have top 6 potential? Didn't Lovic have top 6 potential? Hold on, I'm going to go look at that. Grinberg's the AHL. Yeah, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. ECHL, best lines. That makes a lot of sense to me. So roster moves. Grinberg's will go down, where it's a green arrow in the AHL. And here, we'll call up Andreevsky to be 7th D. Oh, he's on waivers right now. Okay. But for now, he'll go to the AHL. Grinberg's will. So let's just advance a few days here to get the waivers done. Ended with a 5-2 win there against Anaheim. That's great. Simming into October. Grinberg's getting top pair. Hopefully it will help him out. Lineup, roster, Bologna, Balonies. Andreevsky will come up to the NHL. So the lineup will look like that. There's your scratch, Andreevsky. And then AHL, Grinbergs will get lots of ice time there, playing top pair with Kalinin. Okay. Not a bad AHL squad. And in the NHL, the actual lines, we're going to go Marini center. So Noam Donash, Rubric, Bergman, Nickel, Marini, England, Garcia, Carlalti, Bates, Black, Torquio, Rausa, Hakanson, Dupont, Hjort, Woodward, Watts, Washington. That works for me. But who's actually the centerman here? So Garcia. Oh, excuse me. Benjamin Garcia. Garcia, 32 faceoffs. Why is everyone horrible at faceoffs? 32 faceoffs. Carlalti, 14 faceoffs. Okay, so already we can do that. And Bates won't let me click on him as always. Aaron Bates, he has 39 faceoffs. Well, I want Garcia to grow in his faceoffs, and it's not much of a difference, so we'll do it like that. And fourth line, let's do it like this. At least it gives it orange chemistry. Rausa, Black, Torquio. Okay. Lock everybody in. Marini's going to take over first line center soon enough. Defense, blue, and red, Sally. Offensive. That's because this is side. That's why, yeah. Okay. Has to be like that. Now for the special teams units. Offense, Carlalti. He's a bum. Carlalti was supposed to be a great player for us. Nickel, Rubric, Noam Donash. Hakanson and Dupont can swap. Here, swap them. Marini, Englund, Bergman. Yeah, it's actually not bad for the power play. And for the penalty kill, highest defense rating is Englund at 85. And everyone else is higher than that. Rubric, maybe. Rubric and Englund do swap. Okay. That's that. All right. And then lock these guys in. And we're ready to start the season. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Locked in. 88 offense. How's the team look? 88 offense, 86 defense, 91 goaltending. Curry's going to get some chances this season. How do we want to put the road? Yeah, just not fully 85%. Give some chances to Curry with his elite potential. And we start the season on the road in Carolina. Needs a lock all button. Agreed. Now time for some training. Continuing some training from last year. Marini can finish off his passing. Actually, Marini could have done that with Rob Johnson. So Marini finish off passing. Well, hold on a second. 69 days with Johnson, but 50 days with our head of player development. Yeah, let's do 50 days. Even though it takes up a spot here, Mike Knuble. Ross Johnson, you can work with Garcia. He's working on his passing as well. Over here, we want to work with, I don't know, Harris, we just drafted maybe? Uskenbeev. Grinbergs, no, the AHL guy can work with him. Even Cherry. Let's give some love to Cherry. And let's give some love to Uskenbeev. Finish off his offensive awareness. Johnson. All right, René Corbet. Grinbergs will be focused on all season long, being in the AHL. All season long, locked into training. Who else we have here? Lovic with his top 9 potential, which dropped. Very disappointing. No one's better than top 9, eh? So Lovic, you can work on your passing. Who else is young? No one's young here. Krupp with his low top 9, and then Payne. Okay, offensive awareness. Payne, shooting. Now in the ECHL, not much potential here. Gurin has his top 9 potential, right? That's nice. Makinen, top 9 potential. Okay. Good. Who else? Very low top 9 potential. And Buko as well. I want him getting worked on. The next Italian Olympic team in this universe will get more wins than this year's team in Milano Cortina. Yes. Absolutely. And your Vempa. All right. And I wanted to see, did Lovik's potential drop? Sorry. Pressing the wrong pages here. Development, players. Lovik. No. He was always top 9? Really? All right, so here we go for the first game of year number 11, the 2035-36 season here in Carolina. Let's do it against the Hurricanes. After finishing above 500 last season, there is novel pressure, new, unique, first-time ever pressure to not just be a good team, be above 500, but to make our first postseason in franchise history. First period here in Carolina, power plays on both sides go nowhere. Garcia scores his first career goal in his first career game. Garcia from Bates and Carlalti makes it 1-0 Palermo. We're not predicting an Italy win tomorrow. You never know. Also possible, right? 1-0 thanks to Garcia's first career NHL goal. Benjamin Garcia, yes. Second round pick in 2031. Continuing on now, 1-1 game. Kilpanen gets it, ties this game for the Hurricanes before this guy Dano, not Philippe Dano, who's this Mathieu? No, Madden Daniel. Watt scores his first of the year, of course, in the first game of the season from Carlalti and Washington, as Washington gets his first career point on the assist. The Hurricanes are back ahead. Sundblad power play goal from Luke Hughes and Ryabkin. 3-2 Hurricanes closing in on the end of the second period. Garcia and Watts, the 2 goal scorers for us tonight here. Third line and third deep pair. Ryan Rubrick, our first line center. That's what we need to see scoring. Rubrick scores from Nom Donash and Zupon. Our captain gets it on the action too. Landon Zupon, that is 3-3 game here in the third period. Shots pretty even. 30 to 29, 31 to 30 for the Hurricanes. Final 5 minutes. Power play Hurricanes. Daniel scores his second of the game. Power play goal. Is that enough to put this to bed with 5 minutes left? Will we finish off with a heartbreaker? Yes, we will. Hurricanes win 4-3. Carlalti scores 2 assists. First career goal from Garcia. But we sadly dropped the season opener 1-0. Let's also go see the home opener here in Palermo as we host the Golden Knights. Let's host Vegas here. Palermo Ice. There's that logo on the right side of your screen here on Palermo Ice. First period action here against the Golden Knights. Can we get a win to kick things off for year 11 in Palermo? First period. First goal goes to Lean Bergman from Hakansen. Lean Bergman, what a story he's been. Second round pick, up to an 88 overall. He had a 79-point season last year. 1-0 Palermo into the second period. After his career year, he continues with a goal early in his second game of the season in the next season. Following his career year, I'm trying to say. Halfway through this game, being outshot 21-17 with 5 minutes to go. 1-0 game. Power play. Vegas killed off. 80-20 odds for the Swiss. I'm surprised it's not more than that. Against the Swiss, yeah, it makes sense. Rausa from Black and Woodward. 2-0 Palermo. 2 points in 2 games from Woodward to start his NHL career. Uri Rausa, former third-round pick in 2027. Power play Palermo. Zupo on the power play from Nom Donash. Will that be enough to put this one to bed as what's his name? English, who's this? Scoring for Vegas. Could Ellsworth complete the victory? Not the shutout, but at least the victory. 5 minutes to go, and Palermo will hang on. Shots end 37-32. Ellsworth makes 31 saves, and Palermo wins the home opener. Calendar. I want him in the draft because his name is Lean. We were leaning his way. Yeah. All right, let's start simulating. There's going to be a lot of stoppages early on for all the player development and all that. 5-4 wins start the year as well. Very good back-to-back wins. Then a 7-5 win. 5-4 win is a 4-game win streak. And we also win 5 out of 6. Whoa. Where's 5-3? 7-0 win, 4-2 loss, 4-1 loss. I got to get used to seeing some more wins in here. I'm not used to seeing so much green, but we're 6-5 to start the year. Great start there. All right. Moving into the month of November now. We can quickly see any growth as well in the inbox. Any quick growth. 3-2 win. Nichols done his shooting development. Adam Oates is working on him. Noam Donash, it'd probably be too long. You know what? It would take us just at the beginning of next year, huh? You want Noam Donash as a first liner? Would it be worth it to do his defensive awareness? Or do we do, he's a sniper, do we do his shooting probably? Takes a little bit longer because it'll sneak into next season, but I think it's worth it for Noam Donash. Not every day that you get a guy 90 overall who has a development below like 300 or 400 days. So I think that would be worth it. All right. Noteworthy growth. Uzbenkev up +2. Amadori +2. Short up to an 86. Marini 86. Curry 85. Woodward 85. Wow. Lots of growth right away to start the year. Yes. Very good. All right. Down in the AHL with overall changes and injuries. Let's best lines things again. Yeah, that changes things around a little bit. So best lines. Make sure the right players are in the right spots. Best lines there as well. And is development being done properly? Does everyone have a focus? No, there's some that don't. Let's make sure everyone has their focus. There you go. Baldwin defense. Cummings on offense. Even if they end up being nothing. Grow them as much as we can. Offense. Oops. Balance. Yarvenpa. Nichols. Kane. Lovick. I always feel like Michael Scott at Chili's with his tie. Oh, I love it. If you know, you know. Gunnarsson. Payne. We'll do defense for him. Grinbergs has to get some offense going, I think. And Mackinnon balanced. All right. Now we also want to see no one has a red arrow as much as possible. Gunnarsson, where is he playing? Gunnarsson. He's in the NCAA. I think it was either that or a red straight arrow, right? Harris, do we sign Harris to send him somewhere else? He's only 18, though. Where would we send him? That's only... where would we send these guys? Mackinnon, red arrow. Really? Hold on a second. Roster management. If I were to take Mackinnon, where could I send him? No, he's already in the best place he could be in. So never mind. Who else? Amadori's already in the best place he can be as well. Gunnarsson, he's also in the best place he could be, I think. Yeah. So we're already doing the best we can do. You can't really send the 18s anywhere. Oh, I love it. All right. So we'll continue with our 7-6 record. 15 points in 13 games from Noam Donash. Woodward with 13 points. This is what, his sophomore season? Keith Woodward, no, it's his third season. Three of our top four scorers are defensemen. Woodward, Zuppo, and Hakanson. Is that not crazy? All right. Let's keep going. 7-6 at the moment. 7-6 loss, 6-5 loss, 3-2 overtime loss. These are the ones that come back to haunt us at the end of the season. Nickel might be worth it to look into him as well. But probably one of our NHL coaches instead. Harris is top 6. That'll be quick. Yeah, 28 days. That's crazy. Harris is a two-way forward. Let's do that. On the power play units. That's true. That's probably what's helping the most. Skenbiev's done there. Branko, Cherry, Skenbiev, Kane, top 6D. Didn't even think about this guy. Who's this guy? Mario Kane. Offensive defenseman. You know what? Let me just throw just one training session on him for funsies. All right, we're 7-9-1. We fell apart after all those wins. We're having all these 1-goal losses. 4-1 win. All right, there's that. At a certain point now, the pressure, like we said, we got to make, if we're losing all these games, we got to stop and make some changes. We can't just let these losses pile up. Do we do nickel and it'll spill into next year? Shooting? If we want him to be the best version of himself, we might have to. So we're what? 7-9-1? 9-9-1. Okay, we won back-to-back. Okay, we win 4 in a row. Don't listen to me then. We win 4 in a row after all that string of losses. Good. Let's go back to Woodward, who's a machine. Let's go to passing on Woodward. 4 wins in a row. That brings our record to 11-9-1. 4-0 shutout as well. Oh, who's injured here? Who's injured? Watt's out for 5 days. The guy lives to be injured. He eats it up. Watt's injured every day. Guerin defensive awareness down in the ECHL. It's going to be all about these same guys. We're going to be focusing all on the same guys time after time after time. All right. Watts, yes, we already knew that. 5-4 loss. Again, these 1-goal losses. Silvano Marini. We go back to him. No, we're going to wait until in 14 days, we'll go back to Marini. Or you know what? Let me pause Garcia now. And we'll finish up Garcia in 10 days with this guy. And let me start Marini for... Actually, his shot blocking is horrible. If we want to be our first-line center, maybe some shot blocking would be a bad idea. Let's do that. Okay, 5-3 loss, 3-1 loss. So we win 4 in a row, then lose 3 in a row. Yeah, very streaky. Very streaky. Passing. All right, continuing on. 2-1 overtime loss. Into December now. Yeah, let's stop simulating here. Into December. So we're what? 11, 12, and 2. Gnomes don't ask well over a point per game. We're 30 right now. Let's check the inbox and see where we can make some changes. Maybe small tweaks, right? Small tweaks. And Watt's out for a month. It might be time to move on from Sean Watts. No, we're on Rushman. Special teams. Hewitt, Woodward. Yeah. So inbox growth. Nickel to an 89. Finally. Hewitt 87. Garcia 83. Okay, yes. Prospect report. Ramsey, Lovic, Strong, Baranka, Uskenbeev, 26 points for him. Cummings, we just drafted, yeah. ECHL, Zubuk eating it up. NCAA. Okay. Yeah, we're going to change some lines here. So, let's look at the stats. Marini has 3 less points, playing how many less minutes? He's playing 14-43, 3 less points than Rubric, who plays 18-17. Is it time to give Silvano Marini the look at first-line center? Power forward. So we would need a playmaker there. Carlalti would make it blue. But is that what we want to do? So 30 points, 19 points. Bergman's doing well. Yeah, maybe we keep it like that. Maybe we just swap the top 6 centermen. And on defense, you guys are all crazy. It's ridiculous. The top 4D has been fine. It's the goaltending hasn't been good. Both goaltenders haven't been good. And how's the special teams? If we look at standings, where are we? Palermo, 33.8 on the power play, 72 points. So the penalty kill has to change. But the power play is second best in the league. Penalty kill is one of the worst. Yeah. Okay, so penalty kill, special units here. Who's the centerman, right? Is there something just because no one's a good fit at center? 89 defense, hard to replace that. So let's say Marini, could he come in? Could Marini play penalty kill? He's a centerman with 85 defense. Nickel 90 and 88 defense. Nickel needs the ice time. Bergman can play center. Can he? No, he can't. I thought he could. But he's gonna, someone's gonna have to go there. Swap these guys. They're all offensive defensemen, but too bad their ratings are good. So lock and lock. 5-on-5, lock. And that's it. Sadly, that's it. Okay. We need the goaltending to wake up. They have to do their part. We're 12-12-2. We're hanging around 500, which is nice. We got to be better than 500 if we're going to make the playoffs. Oh, we're really? We were pretenders. Now we were rebuilding. We were pretenders. Now we're contenders. Really? From pretenders to contenders. That's exciting. Okay. We have Hjort. No, I have to wait for an NHL coach on Hjort. Uskenbiev or Garcia. When's the next guy done here? These are all long. So you know what? No, we're going to have to do what we got to do. So Hjort will indeed get some love. And we're going to go shot blocking. And in one day, we'll go to Garcia. 2-1 win through. Okay, so we string 3 wins together there. Very good. And now I'm going to go Garcia. And for him, we're going to do some defensive awareness. That's third line center. All right. Let's keep going. 3 wins in a row. Bad injury. Ooh, Oliver Payne out for 4 months. 4 in a row. 5 in a row. Is that a new franchise record? 5 wins in a row. Okay. 5 wins in a row. Payne is out for a while. Don't bother then. Sims, Reimer, Dobson. Yeah, let's finish off your hitting there, Dobson. Nice. Big win streak there as we've won 5 in a row. 6 in a row. 7 in a row. New franchise record for sure. 7 in a row. Oh my goodness. We're 7-2-1 in our last 10 games. Currently riding a 7-game win streak. Let's keep it rolling as long as we can. 7 wins in a row as we get closer to the All-Star game. Can we make it 9, 10 in a row? Oh my goodness, we're 20, 12, and 2. The boys just had to get into a groove. 11 in a row. 11 wins in a row. We're 21, 12, and 2. Here we are at the All-Star game now. Can we do anything at the All-Star game? No, you can't. You can't see anything. You can't even just see who the All-Stars. Oh, hold on. Start All-Star game. Yes. Can you see the rosters? Hold on. Wait, play-by-play stats. Yes. Okay, this is how you see it. That's start the game. Actually, just sim the game. Let's see. The East beats the West 4-3. And in the West, we had Dupont, Hakansen. And that's it. We had 2. Both have no points, but Dupont and Hakansen both make the All-Star game. We have 2 All-Stars from Palermo. Of course, there's Ahonen, who's now 90 overall. With us, 22 points, playing 22.5 minutes per night. Goes to New Jersey, yeah, 54 points, 60 points. Yeah, jumps from an 83 to a 90 overall. That makes sense. I love it. Pekka Ahonen, you bum. All right. Let's keep on going. Currently on an 11-game win streak. Can we beat the 29-7-1 first place Winnipeg Jets? Both on a 10-plus game win streak. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Two of the hottest teams, the two hottest teams in the NHL, you would think, facing off against one another here in Winnipeg. Power play Palermo early is killed off by the Jets. Going on a Sabres-type run. Yes, Hakanson scores his 4th of the year on the power play. Dupont with his 26th assist. Englund scores his 14th from Nickel and Rubric. That is also Englund's 100th career goal, all as a Portobello. Jaeger makes it a 2-1 game as Winnipeg has some life. Wow, this is crazy. Even if we don't win, just to be leading this game against the best team in the NHL, the two hottest teams. Can we make our 11-game win streak a 12-game win streak and also end the Winnipeg Jets at least 10, if not more, game win streak? This is crazy. 3-1 now. Lean Bergman's 12th on the power play from Woodward and Hjort. 3-1 Palermo. Halfway through this game, power play Jets killed off their 0-4-2 now. We're 2 for 3. We kill off another one. The shots 24-22 Winnipeg into the third period with a 2-goal lead now against the Jets in away territory. Shots 28-27. Lean Bergman's extra. Actually, Englund's actually now Geeky scores to make it a 3-2 game. So Bergman's is the difference maker right now. Geeky scores his 8th from Labelle and Réon Mullen with 8 minutes to go. We're being outshot 36-33, but hanging on tight to that 1-goal lead. Will it be enough? And Palermo makes it 12 in a row. Ellsworth is the first star of the game, and it is a 12-game win streak for your Palermo Portobellos. It was Black's 200th game. Englund scores his 100th goal. 12-game win streak, putting an end to Winnipeg's streak as well. 41 points in 36 games from Noam Donash. This is incredible. Marini loving the extra ice time. 31 points in 36 games. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's true. We didn't get our predictions in. Doggy says a 44-win season. Get your predictions in. All right. Let's just sim and see where it takes us. Can we make it more on a 12-game win streak? Do we have more in us? Back to Grinbergs. Always back to Grinbergs. Defensive awareness. Sure. Can we make it 13 against the Sharks? Hold on. World Juniors time. Do I send Marini? No, I'm not going to send Marini to the World Juniors. We need him. We need Marini. And then they want me to pick Marini. No, I'm not going to take Marini. But it's going to force me to? Come on. All right. What if I just say no? What if I don't select anyone? And okay, so it worked. Mazzoni's going, but Marini isn't, I guess. Okay. Do we play better without Watts? I could be. I'm not going to change anything now, especially. Oh my goodness, 14 in a row. It just keeps going. We're 24, 12, and 2 on a 14-game win streak. Well, I don't know if we'll ever be able to beat this. Or is it a 13-game win streak? 13-game win streak. Make it now a 14-game win streak as we beat the Bruins 7-4. 14-game win streak. Can we make it 15 as we continue here against the Detroit Red Wings? 14-game win streak. 7-4 against the Bruins. First game of the 2036 calendar year here against the Red Wings. Taking a long time. And no, it's a 3-2 loss. All right. So back to square one. All right. Who do we do here? Payne with his injury? Or probably Reimer off. Let's finish off his defensive awareness. Sure. Why not? All right. Let's check the inbox. With this growth, with these performances, Marini up to an 87, Curry up to an 86, then other growth within the organization. That's great. So going to our lineup here, looking at the stats, Curry's only played 8 games. Ellsworth is doing well. Andreevsky has 5 points in 17 games. Watts had 3 in 23. Okay. Now in the AHL, let's make sure the lines are optimal there. Best lines. Okay, the game made some changes. Good. And to the ECHL, best lines, no changes there. Good. Data on data crime. What did I miss here? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, the Red Wings. Data on data crime wasn't following. I was thinking about the lines. I'm sure you're about to say that, but I beat you to it. I was smarter than myself 5 seconds ago. All right, let's keep going. 25, 13, and 2. No, thank you. Can we get back in the win column? Yes, right away. 4-2 wins. So we are 15-0-1 in our last 16 games. The U.S. wins the World Junior Championship. Congrats. Does Italy survive without Marini? Yes, we do, just barely, as Canada wins bronze. Second year in a row where it goes U.S., Sweden, Canada. And Sweden, talk about always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Sweden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 silvers over the last 8 years, and 7 straight losses in the final to US or Canada. Palermo has tied the 1929-30 Bruins and the 2009-10 Caps for 6th place in the longest NHL win streaks. That's awesome. Thank you. So the 2035-36 Palermo Portobellos stand with the 1929-30 Bruins over 100 years later and the 09-10 Caps. All right. So Italy survives. We had 2 wins? What? 2 and 3. Okay. Italy survives. Even without Marini. We couldn't spare him. Sorry, Team Italy. Zubruck broken jaw. 5-3 loss. Oh, what happened now in the NHL? What happened here? Oh, okay. Hjort's only out for 2 days. Hjort is out for 2 days. So I can just click on here. Call up Kalinin. Sure. Actually, that's going to go like that. And there you go. Special teams, Carlotti, and special teams, Washington. It's only for 2 days anyways. Now Hjort, yeah. Dismiss illness, 2-day illness. Italy finished above Russia. I didn't notice that. Snap a photo. The GM data impact, right? The data effect. Yeah, we'll do Cherry. Cherry is a playmaker. 7-5 win against Colorado. Wow. Hjort comes back in. Swap all these guys back. Lock him there. Special teams. Hjort. And Hjort. Then also, you can send down Kalinin to the AHL. Then go to the AHL. Cancel. Best lines for everybody. Everyone's happy. Grinbergs has 16 points in 26 games. All right. That's good to see. And back to simulation. All right, we are 27, 14, and 2, second in the division right now. Back-to-back overtime losses. Sean Watts is healthy, but I don't think we're putting him in as long as we keep having crazy winning streaks. And now Hjort out for 2 weeks. So yes, Watts will come back in, but I'm putting Washington on the second pair, not Watts. Yeah, I'm putting Washington with the 7 points in 47 games. We'll put Carlotti here, and we'll put Watts here for a couple of weeks. If he can stay healthy, that is. 4-3 win, 2-1 loss against the division-leading Seattle Kraken, and then a 4-3 overtime loss. Should have gone to see the Kraken. Power forward, work on your hitting. All right. Omar Reimer's done. Kelly Butchberger. Krupp, we haven't done him. Anything that stays this year? No, everything goes to next year. So never mind. We're already at that point, eh? Sims. Anything that stays this year? Yeah, shot blocking, hitting, defense awareness. Actually, offensive awareness. All right, for Sims. Looking for win number 30. 4-2 loss, 1-0 loss, 2-1 overtime loss. Carlalti out for 3 months, 2 or 3 months. Oh, boy, there's the first major injury to a forward. Third liner out. Who's going to get the call up here? Torquio, it'll probably be Rausa. He has more experience there. So Rausa will go third line. Plansar, Portobello's legend, will go fourth line. And then on the special teams, he was filling in there. Garcia can get some ice time. Why not? That is too bad. Carlotti out for 2 months. That is brutal. Looking for win number 30. We would lose 5 in a row. After that crazy streak, we lose 5 in a row. But finally, we beat the Wild. Of course, the Poverty Wild. That's an easy victory. 6-3 against them. Lovik there. And everything goes to next year. That's okay. Offensive awareness. Carlotti. Let me look at the lineup here. What was he doing this year? He had 24 points in 52 games. His ice time's gotten less and less every year as he gets worse. Upper body injury. Health has gone down a lot there too. Let's just get to the start of next month. 30, 17, and 6 is the record. Dudu Garcia again? Yeah. Let's nurture him. All right. Hansen leading the team in assists. Hjort is healthy, thank goodness. So Hjort's going to come in for Watts. And Watts, you're going back to a healthy scratch, man. Hjort's back in. So no Carlalti, but at least Hjort is there. Hjort comes back here. And he's there. Good. Let's see more growth. Into the month of February. Hey, every 2 seconds here. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. Passing, sure. Actually, he's a sniper. Is he? No. He's a power forward. Do your shooting. Why not? All right. Now into February, so we can see some more growth. I think Garcia might be an 84 now. We've been training him a lot. I could see him being an 84. Let's see it. Nickel's going to get to a 90 maybe as well this year too. His growth has been slow. But at least it's kind of consistent. Real Divinity, welcome to stream, buddy. Glad you can make it in. Stefano Marini, his training is done. I hope that everyone here has entered the Olympic jersey giveaway on the channel. Let's go defensive awareness. The Olympic jersey giveaway on the channel, which is being done on the Olympic simulation video. Go to the channel and click on the channel and just scroll to find that one. A few days ago. Dobson +2. Hjort up to an 88. Marini 88. Woodward 86. Garcia 84. Yes, just as I thought. More growth that we're very impressed with. So now I wonder in the lineup, should we put Dobson instead of Plansar? We could call up Dobson, but I don't know if I want to mess with his growth. You know, Roland Dobson has green growth right now, 53 points in 48 games. If we were to call him up, it would still be green in the NHL. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, it's not like Plansar's hurting us. Right. 1 game, 1 assist. It's an idea, though. Great to see Marini at an 88 as well. That's awesome. Now, truly, our first-line center, as Rubric will settle into second-line center for a few years, probably. Nickel 89, yes, blah, blah, blah. Andreevsky doing great. Curry at an 86. Still not playing that much, though. Okay, we're 88, 86, 91 in the attributes there. Let's give the game a little save. Haven't saved in a while. When is the Bruins GM mode again? Those go on Friday. Typically, it's Palermo Monday, MLB Wednesday, and Bruins Friday. Sometimes it changes from Friday to a Thursday to a Saturday if the schedule doesn't work. But typically, yes, Bruins are on Fridays. She loves Latvia jersey. Sounds nice. Ooh, yes, it does. Would be very interesting if one of my bot accounts were to win the contest. Okay, calendar. All right, let's keep on going. Whoa. 6-3 win, 4-2 loss. Stop right away. Let's go to player development. Gurin is a power forward. So hitting, and that ends in April. Good. And the jersey winner is Lore. Wow. Marini, yeah, I can send you. Torchio, we have some good Italians to send to this tournament. And we just need some more defensemen. Yeah, not a lot of defensemen. Yeah, okay. Venditti, Roma. Good. This is not a bad team here in Italy. This is not a bad team. It's not great, but it's not a bad team. Radelli. Who's this? Dante Radelli. Radelli. The AE isn't super common. Radelli. Dante Radelli. Playing in Washington. Chi sei? Luca Torchio from Varese. Who's this? Mazzotta. Damien Clara, legend. Bongiovanni. Abate. De Luca. Galimberti. Cavaliere. D'Andrea. Toscano. De Luca. Are the channel members streaming the winner or doing it in secret so it can be rigged? Oh, definitely in secret so it can be rigged. No, I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll just do it. I might just do it as a stream for everybody to see, because a lot of people who entered may not even be in the Discord server. So that the information is public on YouTube and all that, it'll just be literally like a 3-minute stream to announce the winner. And then from there I can share it in the Discord, but just the actual simulation of who wins, it'll just be a quick little YouTube video. Okay, so for the World Cup of Hockey, Victor Hort for Team Denmark, Bergman and Krupp to Germany, Amadori, Marini, and Torchio for Italy, Uskenbev for Kazakhstan, Grinbergs for Latvia, Lovik for Norway, and Noam Donash for Team Switzerland. Could just do it at the start of Boston too. We could, but actually we couldn't, because I want to be able to show you on the screen, and the PlayStation screen can't let you see that. So that's the issue. I was thinking it would have to be the start of a stream that's on the computer, and that would be HLM. So it could be that. But I was going to announce the winner on the Saturday, and HLM is on the Mondays. All right, Keith Woodward. Yeah, back to Woodward. 87 overall, Keith Woodward. Yes. Hitting. Yeah, it's a different setups. All right, keep it rolling. 30, 19, and 6. Torchio. Wow, 8 points in 3 games from Torchio. Where's Silvano? Hold on a second. Go to tournaments. Italy, how'd you do here? No, Italy didn't get promoted. What do I have to do to get promoted here? We went 1, 1, and 1. Are you kidding me? Canada wins a gold here. Slovakia and Russia wins bronze. Haven't seen some of these countries in a while. Victor Bjork had 10 points. That's Vigo Bjork, sorry. Who's this guy? Max Melicharik. 5th overall pick in 2029. 91 overall. Let me see Team Italy here. Hang on a second. World rank 13th. Yeah, out. Can I see what he did at the just World? Here we go. 3 games, 5 points. Did I just miss that before? All right. Anyways, we stay in Division 2. Life goes on. Belichick is a real person. Yeah, he might. Yeah, with that age, yeah. It's possible. I never heard of him, but it's possible with that being his age. Uskenbayev, 71-21. Harris needs a little bit more love, probably, and his are super short. Offensive awareness. All right. 1-0 loss, 4-3 loss, 3-2 win. Very good. Oh, thank you, Washington. I got to look at the scouting as well, at this point. Let's just get to the beginning of March. Dobson is done hitting. Let's go. Payne's injured, but I guess now we could scout him. Not scout him, train him. Why not? It'll just go to the beginning of next year. What day is it? 28th? Let's get to the 2nd. Wall for a 5th. 6-3 win. Last couple games here. Dallas, no thank you. 5-2 win. Grinberg's always getting hurt. We're 4-5-1. Shoulder injury for Plansar. Rutu will go in then. But with Rutu, I mean, now is that where Dobson gets called up now? There's a 75 overall playing in that position. 33, 22, and 6 is our record. 12th in the NHL. 29 days left for Karlalti. Yeah, maybe Dobson comes up for a little bit and then goes back once Karlalti is healthy and Plansar is healthy. I think that's going to be what we do. I don't want to have a 75 on the 4th line. We could have an 81. A 79 or whatever is one thing, but a 75, yeah. Come on, you can do it. Into March. There you go. All right, inbox. Let's see. Hjort's up to an 89. Marini, 89. Garcia, 85. Dobson, 82. Yeah, he's got to get the call up now. Oh, yes. That is crazy growth. Hjort now an 89. Should he be playing top pair instead of Hakanson? Hakansson's just so good with 48 points. Hjort might need to be top pair very soon. Might need that. That's crazy. Andreevsky, how are you doing? 9 points in 38 games. Triple the points of Watts in 9 more games played. We love the growth. Yes, we do. Rutu, how are you doing, man? Didn't do anything. Plants are 3 assists in 9 games. All right, so Rutu back to here. And we're going to call up roster moves. Won't let me do it. I have to go and select players. Okay. AHL. Dobson, 82 overall. We'll get the call up. Roland Dobson. And then NHL. I guess that's Dobson. Why don't I see Dobson? Okay, what's going on? You can click on the open spot and call a player. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, now he's here. Dobson goes in, 82 overall. Maybe even go to the second line. Sorry, the third line. Sure, let's try Dobson on the third line. Rouse has 11 points in 61 games, but let's give a chance to Dobson, playing with Garcia and Bates with the blue chemistry. Karlalti and Plants are injured. Rutu stays as 13th forward, and we'll lock him there. Special teams are all locked up. Good. And in the AHL, best lines for everybody. Payne is injured a little while longer. Should we call up, what's his name? Zubuk. He's a 75 overall. Maybe Zubuk should get the call. Zubuk with 62 points in 49 games. At 75, where would he go? He would play third line AHL. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Hold on. Cancel. ECHL. Roster moves. Zubuk, but playing with Guerin might hurt to not be together anymore. Can I put them both in the AHL? Yeah, let's put them both. They're old enough. So we'll have to best lines it here. Sorry. And then in the AHL, let's best lines it here. And that gives Guerin and Zubik time on the third line. So third line AHL instead of first line ECHL on a very good winning team as well. Let's try that for them. Okay. A lot of firepower having Dobson up there now. I think so. Yes, agreed. So let's see how that works out. To the NHL. And let's play the first game here. And Zubruck is injured after his first game in the AHL. 5-3 win against the Oilers. There you go. Nice debut for Dobson. Let's go to the calendar. As we're getting close to calling this a season, regular season that is, and getting the playoffs, you would think. All right, Greenberg's is healthy in the AHL. 2-1 win, 7-2 loss. Best lines only for 5 days. That's okay. You're out for 5 days. Not a lot of guys left in the AHL for any player development. Amadori. Sure. Keep on simulating. 3-2 win. Okay, edit lines here. So Hjort out for 3 more days. But I said best lines. Watts goes there. Whatever. He's about to be back. Now Nichols out for 2 weeks. Now we got to call someone up here too. Actually, Rutu goes in. Dobson can go there. Hang on. Just for a second here. Let me get Hjort back in the lineup. 5-1 wins. Zubruck is healthy. Edit lines. Hjort 1 more day injured. What's invalid of the special teams? Garcia and Garcia. Sure. Garcia replaces for both. Okay, Hjort is healthy. Hjort comes in. But now Washington is out. Oh my goodness. So then Watts replaces Washington. Hjort goes back here. Hjort goes back here. Fourth overtime win. Yes. Good. Keep the wins coming despite all the revolving door in the infirmary. Looking for a 40th win in franchise history. About to come. Let's go one more. There it is. 4-3 against the Blackhawks. And we have our 40th win in franchise history. The first time ever that we hit 40 wins. All right. Washington back in. Watts will stay out. Washington goes there. Special units. I think that's fine. Nichols about to be back as well. Grinbergs. Keep pouring in the resources into Grinbergs. He's a 78 now. Woo, 78. Great. (5-4) overtime loss. Short. How many games left? We're almost done. Let me see. Hold on. Hjort, 150 some days. 138 days for hitting. So let's do that. How many games left? 4, 8, 13. Something like that. There's 12 or 13 games left. Harris is done. Scanva, I haven't done him in a little while. 7-3 win against the Bruins. Yeah, we'll probably pass 44. I would think. I hope so. 4-3 overtime loss and a 5-2 win. All right. Nickel is back. Hold on. Nickel is back to the second line. Dobson plays here. Rutu's out as 13th forward. Karlalti's almost about to be back. Okay, we're back to full health minus Karlalti. Nickel's back here. Lock nickel in there. Washington, no. He doesn't go there. Hjort does. Hjort goes there. Lock him in. And defensive rating, 88-84. So yes, Hjort can stay there. Hansen there. Woodward there. Nickel there. Marini there. Okay, I think we're back to normal minus Carlotti, who just slots under this third line. Dobson, 9 points in 12 games. Okay. Roland Dobson, what a machine. 4-3 win. There's number 43. Then a 4-3 loss. Will we pass 44? Okay, everyone's good there. Just need one more win. Carlotti is healthy. So he'll come in for Rausa, I guess. Dobson's been too good. But Dobson will have to go fourth line as Carlotti slots back into a spot on the third. So lock and lock. Lock there, lock there. And you know what? I may as well send Rutu down. I mean, does the AHL need Rutu 75? No, then Payne would get bumped. No, so we'll keep Rutu in the NHL. That's good to go. Okay. All right, we're back to normal. With 43 wins under our belts and almost clinching a postseason. Actually, we have. Yes, we've done it. We have done it, ladies and gentlemen. We've clinched the postseason coming your way as soon as the year completes. Oh, yes, we made it. Curry will start with Gunnarsson being out, but we can look forward to the postseason. We have done it. The first postseason in franchise history. We've clinched. Now the question will be, where are we playing? Who are we playing against? What's our position going to be? But we've made the postseason, and this stream is not done yet. 3-2 loss. We're at 44 wins. Just need one more to beat Doggy's prediction. The postseason coming your way. 6-2-2 in our last 10. 80 points from Noam Donash. What a year. 45 goals. He's a opponent with 50 assists. Bergman out for a week. Bergman out for a week. So Nickel's going to go up. Carlotti's going to go up. Dobson's going to go up. Rausa's going to come in. And on the special teams, Garcia and England. Okay. We're at 45 wins now. Ellsworth is healthy. Good. There you go. Did Gunnarsson play? One appearance and he got blown out. Nice. Okay. Roster moves. Gunnarsson. AHL. Back out. Cancel. Ellsworth. Good. And now Nickel's out for 11 days. Didn't even notice that. Nickel's out for 11 days. Wait, is that new? Yes, it was Bergman who was out. Now Nickel's out. So now Englund will move up. Let's have Garcia go up. Bates can go here. Torquio can go here. Rutu can go there. Carlotti can go here. And Rubric can go here. All these injuries, my goodness. 45, 26, and 8. 2 games left in the season. Nickel's a facial fracture out for 2 weeks. Injuries hitting at the wrong time. Bergman's healthy. Very good. Bergman comes back in. So Torquio down. Garcia down. Englund down. So he'll go back to first line. Lean Bergman will. And he'll go back over here as well. And he'll go 88 over here as well. So much stuff changing. All right. Last game of the season. We're 46, 27, and 8. It's the last game of the season now. Hire a new physio department. Yeah, we have 4 good physios, but they're bums, I guess. I'll have to think about that in the offseason. Last game of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we've surpassed 100 points. Can we get a 47th win? Will we end at 46? Let's see. Here against the Blues in St. Louis. They are 4-5-1 in their last 10. We're 5-4-1. Game 82 of year 11 with the postseason around the corner for the first time in franchise history. What a feeling it is. Oh, got to stretch here. Oh, I got to stretch. 11 years and 9 episodes, but here we are. Power play Palermo in the second period. Killed off. We're 0-for-1 on the power play. So are the Blues. There's Dupont, his 20th goal of the season. I'm sure that's the first time in his career he hits 20 goals. Noam Donash and Marini getting the assists. 1-0 Palermo. Novel pressure, and we rose to the occasion. 2-0, Dupont's 21st of the year, and Silvano Marini gets his 40th assist, which puts him 16th all-time in Palermo assists already. Woodward scores his 7th from Rubric and Washington. 3-0 Palermo. Power play killed off for 0-for-2. Power play Blues killed off their 0-for-2. Third period, up 3-0 on the road in St. Louis to end off this regular season, one in which we're going to the postseason, our best season in franchise history 11 years later. Some players who have been here for so much of it as well. 4-0, Torchio, his 7th from Hjort and Woodward. Aubin will break the shutout late, but we're going to come away with a victory in this one, up by 3 with 6 minutes to go. Shots are 32-29 for Palermo, and we'll end the season with a 4-2 victory as Clark gets one more and Palermo wins 4-2 the final. Shots end 36-31. Dupont scores twice. Marini 2 assists. Woodward a goal and an assist. And Marini's 16th all-time in Palermo assists now. Congrats to him. As we'll exit there. All right, that is the conclusion of the regular season. Let's advance a couple days here. Strong is healthy. Good. Garcia's done there. Good. Garcia, a lot of growth this season from Benjamin Garcia. 55 days for shot blocking. Why not? Got that done. Why not? Everyone played 82 games? No, not yet. Another day. Plantsar is healthy. That's nice if we need him. Ricardo Sims. Gurnia, let's finish off his hitting now that he got called up. And nope, still not done yet. One more day. All right, Evan played 82 games. So in the end, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. We finish in a divisional playoff spot, and it looks like we'll be playing the Vancouver Canucks with that 47, 27, and 8 record. In the entire NHL, we sit 9th in the league with a goal differential of plus 47, third best in the NHL after being negative for the last 10 years. The third most, no, the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth most goals for, but the 3, 4, 5, 6th least goals against. Power play ends at 25.6%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th best power play in the NHL. Penalty kill wasn't good. It did get better, but it wasn't that great. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 11th worst penalty kill. Yeah, we end 6-4 in our last 10 games as well. And now looking at the stats. So Noam Donash finishes 30th in league scoring, 48 goals and 85 points. Career high in goals, career high in points, new franchise records left and right from the former 3rd overall pick back in 2029. We finally made a good pick here. This guy Claren with top 9 potential. We finally made a good pick. There's other good picks around us. Zelensny. Yeah, that guy's been crazy with Chicago. But Noam Donash has a strong 2029 class. And he sets new franchise records. Landon Dupont, finally, 21 goals and 74 points. He's never quite been the franchise defenseman we were hoping for as he dropped the top 4 potential, but he's been having stronger seasons every year. 32, 38, 53, 56, 67, 74, career highs in like everything. Now, you know what? Even if his overall isn't there or his potential isn't there, the performances are. So our captain, Landon Dupont, continues to perform. Thank you. Lean Bergman scores 68 points in 80 games, just a little bit less than last year with 2 less games. The goal scoring was a lot lower. Do they have shooting percentage? No, but still. Strong year from Lean Bergman. Silvano Marini in his sophomore season puts up 28 goals and 68 points. Great sophomore season after 35 last year. He's still not even playing 20 plus minutes per night. Lots of growth, shooting up to 90, offensive awareness up to 90. Good old Silvano. All right, Ryan Rubrick, 26 goals and 60 points as he sees a drop in ice time moving to second line center. He'll probably be second line center and, power play, whatever, for the foreseeable future. If he can continue to be a 60-point guy, that would be great now at 28 years of age. William Hakanson, 60 points from the former defensive defenseman, the second highest point total of his career after 76 last year. What a crazy pick he was. 67th overall back in 2026. After that, Brock Englund, he scored 56 points. There you go, career high. Awesome. 36 last year, 56 this year. Brock Englund looking good. Keith Woodward in his third NHL season, playing only 51 seconds more per night than last year, 52 points. Look at these X factors and look at the badges, whatever you want to call them, and the growth at 20 years of age. Now, here, Cale Nickel puts up 50 points. I would have wanted a bit more. Last year, it's 35 goals, 61 points. This year, yes, he missed 9 games due to injury, but just 20 goals and 50 points from Cale Nickel at an 89 overall. We want a little bit more from him, I have to say. Victor Hjort scores 50 points. Yeah, after 36 last year, jumps up to 50 this year. Great year from Victor Hjort, the former 5th overall pick back in 2031. After that, Benjamin Garcia's rookie season, 24 goals and 7 assists, 31 points. There you go, playing 11:36 per night. Aaron Bates, 30 points, 5 more than last year in his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th season in the NHL. Didn't realize that. Aaron Bates. Karlalti, 27 points in 59 games. I don't know. He's a bum. Excuse me. Torchio scores 17 points down on the 4th line. Career high. Cool. Luca Torchio. Kelly Washington, former 4th round pick. He makes his NHL debut, scores 15 points, playing 16 minutes per night. Nice year from Kelly Washington. Eddie Black, Rausa, Dobson had 12 points in 21 games. That's crazy. Roland Dobson, 4th round pick in 2029. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Is he from Nunavut? The Northwest Territories. I love the map. From the Northwest Territories, Roland Dobson. What a machine. Watts, 5 points in 33 games. Andreevsky had 12 in 59. Double the points. Plansar, 3 and 9. Rutu, 1 and 8. Kalinin played 1 game. And for the goaltending, Ellsworth goes 37, 20, and 7. Yeah, today I learned HLM has a map. Didn't know that. 37, 20, and 7. 27.84 goal saves above expected. 2 shutouts, 912 save percentage, 2.95 goals against average. While Curry in 17 appearances goes 10, 6, and 1. Negative 1.87 goal saves above expected, but 1 shutout, 895 save percentage, and 3.4 goals against average. In the entire NHL, if you are curious, but it doesn't want to show me, can we back out? In the entire NHL, let's see it. Shane Wright with 110 points wins the Art Ross, and Skvortsov wins the Rocket with a 60-goal season. Of course, we could have drafted him, but we took the bum Lennon Zupon instead. Yeah. Crazy. This looks like a Sabrin, rank 100. Pascal Sabrin, 6th round pick. He's an 88 overall, puts up 70, 80-point seasons. I love seeing those stories. And yeah, okay, Noam Danish wasn't too far away in the entire league. And now we sim to the playoffs. So in round 1 of our first ever playoff matchup, we'll be taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Very exciting to think about. And the lines are set. We're ready to go. Game 1 of round 1. We're facing the Canucks. Nickel is healthy. That is a big plus for us. So Nickel will come in. Rausa comes out. Hard to put down Dobson. I think Bates will go down. No one should go down, but we'll put Bates. because Dobson's been too good. And actually, hold on. Carlotti goes here. There you go. Dobson, Garcia, Carlotti, Nickel, Rubric, England. Yes. And the special teams, England comes out. Nickel goes there. Anyone with a low rate? 86, Garcia, his offense. England has 87 offense, so we're going to put England instead. Might come down to those little things like that. The longest distance traveled in a playoff series just got shattered. That's true. Vancouver to Palermo. Blanks my NHL 26 Flames franchise mode and watching. Matthew, welcome to the stream, buddy. Glad to be able to provide some entertainment. Speaking of NHL 26, when I put up my roster later tonight, my data franchise is a V8 is going to be coming out. That'll be an update later tonight. Actually, it might be tomorrow. Today or tomorrow for sure. Guaranteed today or tomorrow. Okay, what else? So lock. Okay. Special teams, Rubric 85 defense. Yeah, Nickel goes in here over Rubric. That's what it was, yes. All right. And now extra players, so Rutsu will be sent down to the AHL. And in the AHL, we can best lines everything. All right, there you go. ECHL, make sure everything's good. Best lines. All right. Stealth roster update announcement. Yeah, just for all you 6 of you who are here live. Year 12 or 13, I think we've only won 2 cups. Yeah, those franchise modes aren't bad. I don't mind those where you got to really grind out those cup victories, right? But I understand what you're saying. All right, here we go. Palermo is the favorite, but 2 strong teams going at it. We went 47, 27, and 8. They went 43, 35, and 4. And if we look at their lineup very quickly, looking in Vancouver, we see Eklund, Connor Bedard. Oh, my goodness. So Eklund, Bedard, Lekaramaki. Connor Bedard signed 7 by 17.5, scores 97 points in his first year in Vancouver. Of course, makes sense from Vancouver. It makes sense. Romani, Nechas, and Pedersen. Pellegrino, Rantanen, Rantanen at an 82. Nechas at an 83. What a team this would be in the current NHL. Evan Bouchard is here. Etienne Morin, EJ Emery, 82 overall goalie. Philip Broberg. What a team. All right, so here we go against Vancouver. They are 86, 85, 82 for the attributes. We are 89, 86, 91. Cross your fingers and let's get started. Leave that like if you haven't already. Game 1, round 1 in Palermo, hosting the Canucks. Who's going to score the first goal in franchise history in the postseason? It is Benjamin Garcia from Carlotti and Hakansen. Benjamin Garcia scores the first postseason goal in Palermo Portobello history. 1-0 Palermo power play here. And that's Elias Pettersson scoring from Nechas and Moraine to tie this game at 1 with 5 minutes to go in the first period. Romani and Pellegrino need to be double agents. That's what we need. This isn't EA. They have low overall goals. We need to take advantage. Eklund power play goal from Lekaramaki and Bedard. It's 2-1 Vancouver into the second period now. We're down by 1. Let's go. We have nothing from our top 6 here. Garcia, nice to see you scoring, but let's see the top 6. Halfway through this game being outshot by a little bit. Garcia scores his second. Dobson registers the assist. Why not? 2 goals from the rookie Benjamin Garcia. Nothing from our veterans. I know they haven't been here before. Dobson from Dupont and Hakansen. A goal and an assist from Dobson, the pride of the Northwest Territories. And we're up by 1 into the third period, thanks to our third line who scored all 3 goals at even strength. Eddie Black on the 4th line. All 4 of our goals have come from the bottom 6. We have nothing from our top 6, but all 4 goals from the bottom 6. Palermo playoff legend Garcia. 4-3, Connor Bedard scores his first playoff goal as a Canuck. Power play, Vancouver killed off. 7 minutes to go. Looking for our first playoff win in franchise history. 2 minutes away. Final minute, Vancouver power play, but we hang on. Woo, and Palermo wins 4-3. Garcia, 2 goals, player of the game, of course, first star. Hakanson, 2 assists. Roland Dobson with a goal and an assist. And Palermo wins game 1 by a score of 4-3, up 1-0 in their series. Oh, wow. That was something. Who took that penalty? Hold on a second. Late in the first. That penalty late in the first. Can we see? Penalty minutes. Play-by-play. Marini with 25 seconds, 2 minutes for interference. Was there another one? Third period. No, that was it. Marini. All right, continuing on. Game 2 in Palermo. The Tifosi are going crazy here. 1-0. Pellegrino scores early. Who is this? Caden Pellegrino from New York, from Rantanen and Tomastic. 1-0 Vancouver early. Power play Palermo goes nowhere. We got to take these 2 games at home. Let's go, boys. Headed to Vancouver after this. Definitely going to get our air miles over the course of this series. 2-0 Bouchard from Lekaramaki and Emery scores with 31 seconds left. 2-0 Vancouver. Still, through 5 periods, all 4 goals from the bottom 6. We have 0 goals from our top 6 through 4.5 periods of play now. 10 minutes to go. Still nothing. Complete silence as the 82 overall is shutting us out through the first 2 periods of this one. 6 periods of 0 goals from our top 6. Third period. It's Garcia again from Dupont and Dobson. 2-1 game. Oh my goodness. Power play. Hakanson on the power play. It's a 2-2 game just like that. Power play still Palermo. Killed off with 12 minutes to go. And there's England putting us up 3-2. There's that Palermo passion. His first from Nickel. 3-2 Palermo with 7 minutes to go. Noam Donash from Woodward and Hjort. Oh, what a comeback from down 2-0. Palermo leads by 2, 4-2 with 3 minutes to go. Let's go, Shrooms. Marini adds his first from Noam Donash and Bergman. What a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. From down 2-0, we win 5-2. A goal and assist from Noam Donash, an assist from Dupont, a goal from Marini for your 3 stars. There we go, up 2-0 in this series. Headed to Vancouver, looking to take both against them and call it a series as soon as possible, we would hope. Here we go for game 3 in Vancouver. Nickel scores just 3 minutes in from England and Dupont. Dupont has 3 assists in 3 games now. 1-0 Palermo early. That's what we got to see. Keep it rolling. Aaron Bates from Hakanson and Dupont. 4 assists now from the captain. He's getting very involved in the offense. 2-0 Palermo. Power play for the Shrooms. Killed off. Let's go, Bellows. Vai, bello. Belli. Vai, belli. Vai. Second period. Shots 14-14 now. Power play Canucks killed off. And we got a power play goal ourselves. Hakanson's second of the postseason from Nickel and Rubrick. The Canucks are 0-4 on the power play halfway through the second period. We're being outshot 20-15. And now Bergman makes it a 4-0 Palermo game from Hjort. Oh my goodness. Will this be enough? Could we go up 3-0? Power play Vancouver. England scores almost shorthanded. His second of the postseason from Nickel and Washington. It is 5-0 Palermo. Oh my goodness. Third period. Torchio makes it 6 from Dupont and Black. Do we have the extra point to go up 3-0? How did that shot from 89 not go in the second period? Can I go back and look? Hold on. The extra point is good as Garcia scores his 4th goal from Dupont and Dobson. I love Roland Dobson. This guy's staying. Andrievsky is even scoring the 70 overall on the third pair from Hakanson and Garcia. Oh my goodness. A playoff game in which we will win by a margin of 8 goals. 8-0 the final. Ellsworth, his first career playoff shutout. And Hakanson a goal and 2 assists. Dupont gets 4 assists. Let me see here. First period from 89 right here. Connor Bedard right there. Couple big chances. Good catch. 8-0 the final. Dominant. Yeah, good word to use. Dominant. 6 points in 3 games from both Hakanson and Dupont. 4 goals, 5 points from Garcia. Let's close it out and get our first sweep in franchise history. Let's do it here in Vancouver for game 4. Let's win our first series in franchise history. Oh, second period? My bad. Let's get it done here and book our ticket to round 2. Power play Palermo killed off. Keep that same energy from game 3. Garcia! Benjamin Garcia, his 5th of the postseason from Carlalti and Benjamin Garcia! Hakanson, his 3rd. Garcia scores his 6th. I have no words left for this man. 6 goals in 4 games. I don't know what to tell you. Carlalti and Woodward assist again. Hakanson on the power play scores his 3rd. That's from Dupont, who has 7 assists in 4 games. It is 3-0. It is like 11-0 over the last 4 periods or whatever, 5 periods. 5 minutes ago in the second period, 4-0. Keith Woodward scores his first career playoff goal from nickel. And oh my goodness, Torquio scores again from Bates and Black. He the 4th liner with 2 goals now. He had how many goals in the season? Tomasic finally gets a goal for the Canucks. Torquio scored 7 goals all season. He has 2 goals in the playoffs now. 5-1. Make it 6-1. Nickel from Englund and Andrievsky. Turn out the lights. It's over. Get out the brooms. Morin gets one back. 4-goal lead in the 3rd. Get out the brooms, ladies and gentlemen. The Palermo Portobellos have not only swept the Vancouver Canucks, they have won their first playoff series in franchise history. The first time we've ever made it, we win. Lekaramaki gets one for the Canucks. Samuelson gets another, but it's not going to be enough as shots are 32-29 in this one for us. 10 minutes to go. Close it out. Turn off the lights. Get out the brooms. Is Benjamin Garcia related to Wayne Gretzky? He just might be. Final 2 minutes. I tried to play it off because I was getting a little bit nervous. But we win 6-4. Mullen gets 2 assists. Congrats. Garcia 2 more goals. Nickel a goal and an assist. And the Vancouver Canucks are out. The Palermo Portobellos are through to the second round. Who will they face? I don't know, but let's rest up. What a series. What a series. Through those 4 games, Hakanson scores 7 points. Same for Dupont. Same for Garcia. Wow. 3 players who scored 7 and 4. Nickel with 6. Dobson and Englund both with 4 points. So that's 6 players who are point per game plus. I don't love giving up those 3 unanswered, but no need to change a thing. Yeah, agreed. Black with 3 points. Carlalti, Woodward. So who had Marini had 1 point. Rubric had 1 point. Meanwhile, even Noam Donash, just 2 points, 16 shots, 1 goal. And then you have these guys at the top doing miracles. As Ellsworth, 2.25 goals against average and a 926 save percentage, going 4-0. Very nice. So let's advance a few days here. Ramsey, that's brutal for the AHL. And who will we face in round 2? In the second round, we will be facing the... Now it's simming to the month of May. Wait for it. Yeah, look at the goal differential. Plus 47 to minus 6 for the Canucks in the season. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, we did so well against them, I suppose. Wait for it. I promise it's coming. I pinky promise. I'll wake you up when it's done. All right, the Dallas Stars. Okay, so Dallas, let's do this first. So Dallas in the regular season was a wild card team. Wow, so they beat Calgary? They went 42, 32, and 8. And in round 1, beat the Flames in 6 games. Interesting. So now we play them, and the winner will face Winnipeg or Chicago. As we look over to their lineup now, how does Dallas look here in 2036? The Dallas Stars, Verratti, 86, Wyatt Johnson, 87, Erickson, 87. Can't look at their points. Martino, Griffin, Antropov, Gordon, Hopkins, Brady Tkachuk at an 82 overall. Owen Beck, 80 overall. Oh, this guy, Melicheric, their star, is out for 2 more days, so he'll miss game 1. Logan Mailloux, 88 overall. ASP, Axel Sandin Pelka, 88 overall. Cam York, 86. Andrianov, 88 overall. Yeah. So Scally, this defenseman's out for 3 weeks. He'll miss the series, but Melicheric will be back soon for sure. Interesting. So 87, 85, 87 for their ratings. as we'll get ready for game 1 here in Palermo for round 2. Let's do it. Facing off against the Dallas Stars. Oh my goodness. First shot of the game. Verratti scores his 5th. It's a power play goal. Who took this penalty? Hold on. What? 23 seconds before the game started, it was a charging penalty for Black? What? Anyways, charging penalty right out of the gate for Eddie Black. I don't know why the 4th line is starting and why he's taking a charging penalty 23 seconds before the game starts. But that's not great. Dallas goes up 1-0 very quickly. First time we're down in quite a while. 2-0 as Gordzinski gets it. Another for Dallas here. Shots are 7-1. Hold on, 8-6 now. Palermo's waking up a little bit. All right, we're waking up. We're waking up, up. Woodward scores his 2nd of the postseason. Keith Woodward, nice, from Nickel and England. 2-1 game. We're still very much in this. Power play Dallas, and Wyatt Johnson gets a power play goal from Mayu and Eriksson. Pre-game fracas, I suppose. Yes. Charging from his side of the ice for warm-ups. Power play Palermo, extended opportunity for the Shrooms, killed off. Dallas 2 for 2 in the power play. We're 0 for 2. That's the game changer right now. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Shots 24-20 for Dallas into the third. Still down by 2. I would love a goal from our top 6. A little Garcia magic. Power play Palermo, killed off. Charged at a guy in warm-ups. There it is. Ryan Rubrick scores his first, finally, from England and Dupont. We're down by 1. Power play Dallas. We finally kill one off. Let's get one here. Momentum shifting back our way. We got the goal. We killed the penalty. 5 minutes to go. Come on, Palermo. In front of the Tifosi. Get it done. Final minute. And Dallas hangs on for the 3-2 victory. That's brutal. Too bad. We lose our first ever franchise. Is a rivalry game? Oh, we have a rivalry. I didn't even realize. We lose our first ever game against the first ever playoff game, and are down 0-1 in the series. All right, 1-0 series lead for the Stars. Let's shake it off and get back into the groove of things at home for game 2. Let's split them and head to Dallas with a 1-1 series. Come on now. First period, Wyatt Johnson, another power play goal. They are 3 for 4 or 3 for 5 in the power play against us now. Johnson, power play goal, his 7th from Eriksson and Sandin Pellikka. Johnson, another power play goal. Yeah, we got to switch something up here, Hobbs. Yeah, I agree. They're 2 for 3 on the power play. That makes them, I think, 5 for 7 on the power play. We're down 2-0. Still nothing going on. Yeah. So pause. Edit lines. Okay. Garcia, first line center to end off this game. Dobson's going to play with him. Noam Donash, Garcia, Dobson. Nickel, Rubrick, Bergman, Englund, Marini, Carlotti. No. We'll swap Marini there. Let's put Hjort up here. Special teams. Swap these guys. You can only swap, eh? All right, continue on. Line changes have been made. Let's see if that does anything for us. We're already down 2-0. May as well get a little crazy with it. Power play Dallas again. Finally killed off. Good. Third period down by 2. Not unsurmountable. Thank you. There's Marini. He got swapped up in his spot. He scores his 2nd of the postseason unassisted. Only down by 1 now. We still have time. Power play Dallas again. We keep taking more penalties. Killed off, but more time wasted. Power play Palermo killed off by Dallas. We're just 0 for 1. And Eriksson puts this one to bed probably. 3-1 Dallas. As we'll drop both games at home. It's 5-2 the final. Bates score for us. 5-2 the final. We drop both games at home. What can we do here? Oh, the lines say how we changed them, eh? What if we went Nickel up here? Noam Donash, Garcia, Nickel. Dobson, Marini, Bergman. Then the rest stays as it is. Hansen's been fine up there. I don't need to make changes like that. And special teams, we got a score here. Marini's going to go first unit. And Englund can come out for Garcia. That'll be what we do. Okay. Lock. Okay. There are the changes heading into game 3 in Dallas. Long flight, but we're ready for it. Here we go in Dallas. Right off the bat, Bates from Torquio and Andrievsky. Thank you. We score in the first shot of the night, and we finally have a lead here in this series. 1-0. It's just one, but it's a lead. 1-0 Palermo, as we got to try and win a couple here on the road. Power play Dallas is killed off. Very good. Shots 11-7. Griffin, though, scores for the Stars to tie this game at 1 late in the first period with 6 minutes to go. Power play Dallas again. Killed off. They're 0 for 3 in the power play, but why are we taking so many penalties? What is going on? Verratti scores his 7th of the postseason, and it's 2-1 Stars just 5 seconds into the second period. Power play Palermo killed off by Dallas. Power play for the Portobellos again killed off once more. Why does coach like starting the 4th line? It worked, so no complaints. It's just funny. Yeah, Bates scored this time. No charging penalty. Power play again. We're 0 for 3. Both teams are 0 for 3 in the power play. And there you go. Garcia playing up in the lineup. His 7th from nickel. 2-2 game here in the 3rd period. Thank you, Benjamin Garcia. Power play Dallas killed off. 14 minutes to go. It's anyone's game here. Will Dallas take a 3-0 stranglehold, or do we have life heading into game 4 with a 2-1 series? Next goal, probably the winner. 5 minutes to go. No, Martino. Dallas goes up 3-2. We need something late. A minute to go. Martino wins it. Ayrton Martino. Man. And we go on. After sweeping Vancouver, we'll get swept by Dallas. It's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. Unless we can win 3 in a row. Can we win 3 in a row? Sorry, 4 in a row. And reverse sweep the Stars. Let's see. Nickel has some passion. There's his 3rd from Garcia and Washington. Okay. Power play Dallas. Killed off. Hakanson from Washington and Nom Donash. It's one win at a time. 1 goal at a time. 1 period at a time. 1 shot at a time. Ultimately, 1 game at a time. 1 game at a time. I'm going to close my eyes here for a second. 1 game at a time. 2-0. We can do this. We won 4 in a row. We lost 3 in a row. We are a streaky team. Now we're going to win 4 in a row. Open your eyes. It's 3-0 data. Bergman, his 2nd from Dobson, of course, and Washington. Mayu gets Dallas on the board, though. 2-goal cushion. 22-20 of the shots for Dallas, but we lead by 2 here. 3rd period action up by 2. Hang on tight, boys. I wouldn't mind 1 more. Power play Dallas killed off, and Ryan Rubrick adds that goal I was asking for, his 2nd from England and Hakanson. 4-1. Let's call it there, and we're going to come away with a 4-2 victory. Hopkins gets 1 more. We win 4-2 in Dallas and head back to Palermo with it being a 3-1 series. 1 down, 3 to go. 1 down, 3 to go. Let's do it. Game 5 here in Palermo. We're a streaky team. We've won 15 in a row, then lose 5 in a row. Well, here in the playoffs, we won 4 in a row. We lost 3 in a row. Now we've won. We're going to win another. Let's keep going. Power play goal. Nom Donash from Zuppo and Marini. The 45-goal scorer gets just his 2nd of the postseason. Let's go. 2 goals in 8 games. Bergman scores his 3rd from Marini and Dobson. This guy. Who is this guy, Dobson? I'm so glad we gave him the promotion. And he's going to stick for next year for sure. 2nd period, Karalalti scores his 1st career playoff goal from Hakanson. All right. Franz Karalalti, one of the longer-serving Palermo Portobellos. 3-0 Palermo. This is what we like to see. Power play Portobellos killed off. 7 minutes ago, we're 1 for 3 on the power play. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Face-offs are strong. Blocking shots, taking shots. 3rd period action up by 3. Is that cushion enough to push this to game 6? Hold on. Verratti gets his 8th of the playoffs. 2-goal game now. Dallas leads in the shots 29-26. 12 minutes to go. Can we hang on with the 2-goal cushion or even add 1 more? Thank you. Woodward, his 3rd from Hjort, and that should be enough. Ladies and gentlemen, that is now back-to-back wins. We win 4 in a row. We lose 3 in a row. Then we win back-to-back. Zupon gets his 1st career playoff goal. There it finally is, the captain from Nickel and Nom Donash. We win 5-1 the final, and we're off to game 6. Ellsworth makes 33 saves, and we are off to game 6. We're not done yet. 1 game at a time. We win 4. We lose 3. We then win back-to-back 2. Let's make it win 3 in a row. First shot of the game again. Hakanson from Garcia and Nom Donash. It's 1-0 Palermo. Do you believe in miracles? 1-1 now as Verratti gets his 9th of the year. Who is this guy? Colin Verratti, 30 goals in the season. He has 9 goals in like 8 games or less. Eriksson scores his 6th on the power play. Dallas leads 2-1, 3-1. No, it's power play is killing us. They're 2 for 2 on the power play. We got to get back in this power play. Palermo killed off. Get back in it, boys. Get back in it. Power play. Dallas killed off. Second period now. Second period here in Dallas. They want to close it out. They don't want to go to 7, but we want to see 7 back at home. Akaza, let's go. Halfway through the second period now. Halfway through this game. Still down by 2. Down by 3. We fought well, but that might be it. Down 3. We need someone to step up, hopefully by the end of the period. But no, we'll just take another penalty. We've taken 6 penalties. They're 2 for 6. Noam Donash from Garcia and Nickel. We're down by 2 with 18:59 to go. Hold on now. Power play Palermo. We need one. We're 0 for 3. That's killing us right now. That is killing us. 10 minutes to go. Down by 2. Outshooting Dallas 33-30. Power play Palermo again. Killed off, ladies and gentlemen. That is all she wrote. Palermo in their first ever postseason make it to game 6 of round 2. That is a good run and a lot to be proud of. We make it to the 6th game of the second round. More to build on next year, but we get eliminated in 6 games by the wild card Stars. And that is all she wrote. What a postseason. Hakanson, Nickel, and Garcia all score 11 points in 10 games. Stick taps for everyone. Yes, I like that. Let me put that on the screen. Stick taps for everybody. 10 points from Dupont. Englund and Noam Donash with 7. Dobson with 6. That's crazy. Washington and Woodward with 5. Bergman, Carlotti, Bates, and Marini with 4. Marini and Rubrick were huge disappointments, I have to say. Black, Rubrick, Torquio, Andreevsky, and Hjort all with 3. Only ones who didn't score were Washington and Hjort. Everyone else, 7 goals from Garcia, 5 from our defenseman, William Hakanson. And for the goaltending, Ellsworth goes 6 and 4 with a 2.7 goals against average and a .918 save percentage. Stick taps for everybody, and let's sim to the awards. Very strong season, a lot to be proud of. And we're looking forward to year number 12 and episode number 10 next week. Let's see. Go and win it, Dallas. Go and win it. I wonder how Oten did in Minnesota. Excuse me. Into June now. We'll get to the awards and then we'll call it. We have some draft picks to think about for the draft and all that. Yes. All right. We have to start hitting on these picks in the second and third round and all that, because one day those are going to be our guys. Once our guys we all drafted 3rd overall, 5th overall, 1st overall, once those guys retire, we're going to have a lot of second round picks having to replace them. We'll all be top 3 picks replacing them. The Winnipeg Jets win the Stanley Cup. It was Winnipeg versus Carolina in the Cup final. Sorry, let's reveal the awards. I don't think we're involved in any of them, so no need to worry. Burchard won the Hart last year for Seattle. This year, I thought it would have been Shane Wright. No, he wins the Art Ross, though. This guy Bergeron wins the Conn Smythe, just a .915 save percentage. Okay. Skvortsov wins the Hart. Calder to Maya in Chicago. Skvortsov with the Rocket. Keaton Verhoff with the Adam Oates Trophy. The best playmaker, but he's a defenseman. How did that happen? That shouldn't be allowed to happen. Isn't the Adam Oates Trophy for the best? I don't know. Is there a defenseman? Or do defensemen ever win this? No, Quinn Hughes is okay. Yes. Yes, it's not just for forwards. My bad. Makar wins the Paul Coffey, though. Anderson Yonk wins the Selke for a 3rd straight year. Back-to-back Vezinas for Bergeron. Carson wins the James Norris. Who's this guy? Lucien Carson. Wow. Okay. 26th overall pick. 92 overall. My bad. Now 2 retirements. Who's retiring here in 2036? Who's calling it a career? Winnipeg wins the Cup. Hartford AHL. Royun Noranda in the Q. Blah, blah, blah. Other awards. Adam Beckman and Ben McCartney, former Portobellos, retire. David Pastrnak at 40 years of age. He'll be a first ballot guy, 898 goals. What? Braden Point, Mitch Marner, Aaron Ekblad, Alex DeBrincat, Mikhail Sergachev, Keller, Dubois, Hanifin, Heiskanen, and Brett Howden has a career-ending injury at 38 years of age. 73 assists helps, yeah, for sure. That's retirement. We already did that. Okay. Now to the draft lottery. We're not involved for the first time. For the first time ever, we're not involved. So let's just all reveal all here. Washington jumps one spot. Boston drops one spot. No big surprises, as there usually are. And then now here we are at the draft. Staff, I'll take care of next episode because it's been long enough. Now someone's got to remind me who got to take care of staff first thing next episode. Staff will do. And now here at the draft, yes, we'll have to think about our game plan a little bit. I never fixed the scouting. I said I wanted to fix the scouting, and I never did it. All right, Ovechkin going first overall for sure. So we picked somewhere. Yeah, we're not in the top 17. We're somewhere in the back here. We're somewhere in those mid-20 spots. Hester, Raths, Sprogis, Canes. Someone in that area probably. Kusa could be a goalie we go after. Silva. Yeah. We'll think about it at the draft. We will think about it, but we do have a good number of picks, and we'll be wanting to be aggressive, maybe even trading up for certain. Let's use our picks to trade up for other picks, right? That's another idea that we want to have. So a strong year, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being here. Hope you did enjoy. Appreciate having you in here on this Monday evening. Best season in franchise history by far. Looking at the career numbers, franchise numbers here. Made it the second round, finally. Winning season, positive goal differential. Still a lot of work to do to get from the negative 3,000 that we're at and become a winning team in franchise history. Actually, can we see Leaf Oten here? Leaf Oten, how'd you do, man? Leaf Oten played 24 games, won 10, 12, and 2. How's Catala doing? Has he grown? He's a 73. Could be a bit of a bust there. Don't mind trading him. Heckel is 82. Yeah, he became an NHLer. Good for him. And this guy Weaver, who they drafted, 82 overall. Yep, it was worth it for Marini. And Lundstrom is a 69 overall. Okay. Yeah, then draft pick trades, blah, blah, blah. Tepp, yeah, update on Liam Tepp. He's an 89 overall now, yeah, 94 points. His health is 49, though still concerning for sure. But Liam Tepp has indeed grown with his franchise potential. We gave up on Liam Tepp so that we could get Hjort, Guerin, Heckel, Gunnarsson, and Bucco. So Hjort definitely worked out for us. Guerin still in our system. I don't think he'll be much, though, if I'm speaking honestly. Heckel was a big piece in getting us Marini. Gunnarsson, not super hopeful, and Bucco, not super hopeful. So you know what? In the end, it was Hjort and a piece that got us Marini, and that was enough. The rest didn't really work out super, super well in that trade for Liam Tepp, where we traded a lot of value. But yeah. All right. We can look through that another time. We'll stop it there. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being here. Much love to you all. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Olympic jersey giveaway if you haven't already on the channel. Go click on the channel right now and find the video of the Olympic simulation. Join that giveaway. Check out the video earlier today of College Hockey 26. If you like Hockey Legacy Manager, you'll like College Hockey 26. I did a deep dive on that game that came out earlier today. Got to get the Red Wings done as well. I got a lot on the schedule here. It's been a busy week with the Olympic sim and all that. But we'll be live again on Wednesday with the Blue Jays and Friday with the Bruins. Thanks for being here. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your evening, and leave any and all your thoughts on the season ahead moving into year number 12 down here in the YouTube comments or over on our Discord server linked in the description. Much love to you all. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll talk soon. Good night.